Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. It's my pleasure to talk to you today about something I believe is fundamentally changing how we construct wells, and that is automation. But before I start, I want to make something clear. We're not doing automation for the sake of doing automation. We need to challenge our legacy approach. What we've learned is that we need to rethink the process, approaching automation with intent. This means questioning existing requirements and workflows and designing for outcomes that truly matter. That's where the transformation happens. That's where the value is. The good news is our industry was built for change. We've adapted through every cycle, every challenge, delivering longer, more complex wells with zero margin for error. Today, I'm going to focus on two areas where automation is driving a step change: drilling efficiency and then reservoir recovery. Or said an easier way, hey, look, less cost, more barrels. So let's start with the first thing, drilling efficiency, because that's where automation is already delivering real value today. In the well construction process, three components have the biggest influence on performance. That's the rig, the BHA downhole, and the hydraulics. Individually, each has an impact, but the real gains come when those three things work together. That's where Logix comes in. Logix is a Halliburton's drilling automation and remote platform, built to orchestrate the rig, the downhole BHA, and the hydraulics to drive the reliability, consistency, and efficiency, from the surface all the way to the subsurface. 3 years ago, we launched Logix AutoSteer. This is our downhole BHA control. We now have it deployed in every country we operate in. Since then, Logix has expanded into a full suite of digital solutions across the entire well construction process, automating key operations and enabling our remote execution. Before we get into that detail, many of you have asked me this in the room today: is automation actually improving the performance out there? The answer is yes, and the results are really impactful. Where we've deployed Logix automation and remote operations, we have seen 27% improvement in ROP, up to 40% improvement in tripping and casing running times. However, as we optimize each workflow, the true value is in the reliability and the consistency automation is driving across the entire operation, and that ultimately lowers total cost of ownership. On average, where Logix Suite is deployed, we're delivering between 20 and 25% in total well time reduction. And where we continue that with our digital remote operation centers, we improve efficiently and consistently, achieving top quartile construction times for our customers. As you heard Josh say, digital at Halliburton is not just an initiative. It's embedded in everything we do. Digital is the thread that connects our technology, our people, to drive the results. For example, in remote operation centers, subject matter experts are digitally enabled to optimize and execute multiple wells around the world on a daily basis. Here's the exciting part. As automation grows, so does our opportunity to develop that talent pool. It's the automation tools that are enabling us to grow the next generation of subject matter experts faster than ever before. So let's take a look at these automation tools in action at the rig site. When I talk about automation, let's be clear, I'm talking about fully closed-loop automation, something that's got a lot of hype at the moment. The conversation around closed-loop automation can get technical really fast, especially when we start talking about the systems that we're connecting to and how they interact and communicate. But at its core, closed-loop automation is pretty simple. We're connecting those three things: the drilling contractor's automated rig equipment, to the wellbore hydraulics, to the downhole intelligent tools. And that's it. We connect them using something we call Logix orchestration. If you think about that interaction in the past, that would be directional drillers talking to mud engineers, talking to the driller to give verbal instructions, all trying to optimize those parameters, change flow rates, steering parameters, weight on bit, all trying to optimize the ROP. Well, today, of course, that process has changed. Our digital solutions, powered by AI, have taken that manual back and forth interaction and orchestrated it into a decision engine. And it can all happen real time. So here's how it works. In real time, engineer models continually analyze the data from the rig, the hydraulics, and the BHA. These models are dynamically adjusting to optimize parameters across all those three, constantly responding to changing conditions without missing a beat. Logix orchestration is the engine behind closed-loop drilling automation. It's fully integrated, surface-to-downhole system that reliably, consistently, and efficiently drives that well construction time. So that was automation at the rig, but let's take a step further. Let's go downhole. That's pretty cool, right? The Logix platform also brings automation to the BHA. Logix Auto Steer and Logix Collision Avoidance enabled fully automated steering control that creates a smoother, high-quality wellbore every single time. It can safely navigate around collision risks, keeping us to the drill plan every single time. The feedback from our customers is that automated steering and cruise control have significantly improved wellbore quality. Because of this, we've been leading the way in this space now for over 3 years. Just recently, last month, we crossed a major milestone. That's 18 million feet drilled with Logix Auto Steer. That kind of global adoption obviously speaks for itself in volumes. But if you want to see what this system can really do, look how it performed last year on the world's longest well. We drilled a 53,000-foot well and finished days ahead of the schedule. But at the end of the day, it's not just about maximizing wellbore quality and efficiency. It's about doing this consistently every single well. In the North Sea, one of our customers ran a 3-year study comparing traditional rotary steerable systems versus Logix auto steering. The results were significant. Over that 3-year period, we delivered 23% reduction in well construction time. The casing runs were 15% faster. And that's all thanks to improvement in wellbore quality. So we've touched on automated steering, collision control, and collision avoidance. And it's clear that Logix is delivering quality wellbores more consistently and efficiency. So now the question is, how do we push that automation to drive performance even further? That's where Logix Drilling Performance comes in. We develop machine learning algorithms to continuously optimize weight on bit, RPM in real time to optimize the ROP. Our project management team were the first to deploy this in Oman. This is where we've consistently seen 15% improvement in ROP, saving days off the well delivery time across the entire project. With Logix Drilling Performance, the algorithm actually calculates bit-rock interaction, depth of cut, and gives us a real-time understanding of that bit condition, so we can push for peak performance every single time. So far, we've covered how automation is driving that drill efficiency at the rig and the BHA, but there's one final piece, as I mentioned. There were 3 pieces, and that's the wellbore hydraulics. So let's take a look at that. This is where Logix hole cleaning and tripping optimization comes in. It uses real-time rheology and density. We predict those downhole hydraulics, and we optimize the hole cleaning parameters to manage the wellbore pressures. In the North Sea, this service has saved one of our customers 18 days across a 6-well campaign. How does it do that? It optimizes the tripping speeds, reduces circulation times, and manages that wellbore integrity. It's this hydraulic insight combined with well placement algorithms, the rig automation truly closes that loop. That is Logix orchestration in action. And yes, it's not just a concept. We're running this closed-loop system today, both onshore and offshore. For example, in Iraq, Oman, and Norway, we've already drilled over 300,000 feet in closed-loop mode. We're consistently reducing drilling, tripping, and casing running times on our own integrated projects. But none of this can be done without the collaboration of our product lines, you, our customers, and, of course, the rig providers. Now, at the start of this talk, I said automation is delivering 2 things. One is the improved drilling efficiency. Secondly, is the greater reservoir recovery. We've covered the efficiency part now, so now let's shift to where the real value lies. Let's go and look at the rock. Let's look at the reservoir. As we light up the rock, we're able to keep the wellbore in the sweet spot. Our industry-leading ultra-deep resistivity service enables us to see deeper into the formation to identify those hydrocarbon zones. Whilst we're doing this, of course, we're gathering huge amounts of other high-valuable data. For instance, high-resolution caliper data from our Pickstar service determines the exact hole size that cementing can use. Water saturation from our EarthStar service can be used to optimize completion designs. All of these things can drive increased reservoir recovery. Now imagine doing all of this in 3D. Imagine having the ability to see through the rocks, not only around you, but also ahead of the bit downhole. Well, I can tell you, we have done this. Halliburton has the only 3D reservoir mapping service. With this service, you can not only visualize the structure of the reservoir all around the wellbore in real time, we can now start to visualize the structure of the reservoir ahead of the bit. As we connect the 3D data to Landmark's scalable Earth model in decision space, geoscience, we can optimize that reservoir recovery. And when I say this changes the game, I mean it changes the game. We have examples, and recently in the North Sea, EarthStar 3D was used to reverse the economics of a well. We were drilling into a complex, mature chalk reservoir. The hydrocarbon shows made a call that we should P&A that well. Well, reviewing that data real time in EarthStar 3D revealed actually there were hydrocarbon contacts 120 feet to the side of the planned well path. That real insight changed everything. The customer subsequently sidetracked the well and found hundreds of feet of new pay that was previously unidentified on seismic. That completely transformed the economics of that well. That's really the power of real-time 3D vision, transforming what we see, the decisions we make, and the results we deliver. In closing, the automation journey is real, and it's having an immediate impact on drilling efficiency and reservoir recovery. From downhole automation, which is the most mature aspect of our journey, with 18 million feet already drilled, and our progress to close loop with the rig, we're revolutionizing the well construction process. With automation, the results are undeniable. I truly believe that this transformational shift is what our industry has been waiting for. This is not just incremental progress. It's a fundamental leap that will reduce well construction, delivering unmatched reliability, consistency, efficiency across every well, everywhere. Thank you.